EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Here's Flacco. This complete to David Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First and 10 here for Flacco. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Well, the Browns are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Ford will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0.
Texans nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready. Check smash. Check smash.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Rig alert. Rig alert. Tracking 60. Ready.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Mechie. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On first down, here's Stroud. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Singletary again. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's second and 7 from the 9. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Now here's Stroud on third down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so second and 2.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans nothing.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it second and 7.
Let's go!
Setting up to throw, Flacco. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. It'll be a gain of 5. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. Now Flacco. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. 69 yards. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Texans nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the set.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Caught left side by Mechie. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
John Mechie. Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down at a yard. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Sione Takitaki coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Got it. Ready?
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points in 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Passing play, Flacco. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Singletary taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. But he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
21, Texans 11. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Deputy! Hurt! Take off!
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Stroud getting his offense to the line quickly. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie. As the first half is winding down. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. He's got his target. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kickstarted things going in the opposite direction.
Ready.
The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 52 yards. Now in the ball game. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
60 Eagles, 6, go!
Stroud on 3rd down now. This will be complete to Mechie. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will even our score at 21. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second down, Flacco now. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Ford. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And quickly they get to the line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, they turn to Ford. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And the Texans scoop it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Quickly out wide to Mechie. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Ready.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Right there. Ready.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Stroud. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Sione Takitaki picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out. So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This to break our fourth quarter tie. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And taken down just shy of the 40. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, Flacco to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. To pass, Flacco. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 16 yards on that one and also a Texan first down. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 10-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
18 Cardinals, trap 60, trap 60.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Stroud to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Here comes 2nd down. Flacco finding Hunt. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
And the Browns, 1st down.
Now Flacco. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Flacco. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Flacco to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play call, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Setting to throw, Flacco. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Pressure mounting, Flacco. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They come up now on 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play and they got it right there, partner.
Let's go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Ready up.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. And what is going on here? I've got third down. Screen shows third down, but they've got the punt team out there. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.